Cek, cek. Cek. Okay, good morning, sir. Good morning, Mr. Sahin. We will begin and we will start our guest lecture in a minute. Can you hear me?
Yes, Assalamualaikum. Good morning.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, kita langsung dimulai. Oke, baik kita mulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oke, yang kami hormati Bapak Dekan Fakultas Ilmu Sosial dan Ilmu Politik Universitas Muhammadiyah Mataram, Bapak Dr. Iwan Tanjung Sutarna, SIP MPA. Yang kami hormati Bapak Ibu Wakil Dekan 1, Wakil Dekan 2, Bapak Ibu Kaprodi, Bapak Ibu dosen, dan teman-teman mahasiswa yang sudah menyempatkan hadir baik itu secara offline ataupun secara online di Zoom. Alhamdulillah yang hadir sudah banyak sekali. Di dalam ruangan kita sudah ada kurang lebih 20-30 orang dan di dalam Zoom meeting kita sudah ada 75 partisipan. So, good morning everyone. On behalf of the Faculty of Political and Social Science, Universitas Muhammadiyah Mataram, I would like to welcome you all on today's guest lecture. It is an absolute pleasure to have you join us for these enriching sessions. My name is Nazila Tusiam and I'll be guiding for these discussions. Today we are honored to have with us a distinguished guest speaker, Mr. Sheikh Sahin Hussein, Senior Program Officer from Asian Institute of Technology Thailand, who will be sharing insight with us today. Thank you for coming, joining, and also participating with us today, Mr. Sahin. We do really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we dive into the lecture, we would like to give the Dean of the Faculty to give his opening remarks. To Mr. Dr. Iwan Tanjung Sutarna, SIP MPA, the time is yours.
Terima kasih, Mbak Nazila. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, everyone. The guest speaker, Mr. Sahin Hussein. Thank you. It is an honor to have you in this academic forum. Dear lecturer and students, our theme today is government transformation and digital innovation for sustainable development ASEAN. This theme is highly relevant to the challenges of our current era. Digital transformation is not just not longer an option, but rather a necessity for a transparent, for efficient and inclusive governance. The ASEAN region is a strategic area, strategic space for collaboration and joint innovation in achieving sustainable development with a broad impact. So we hope we can have impact on society. Through this guest lecture, we hope that student and academic will get everyone who contributed to the of this event. We hope this activity will be beneficial for us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for the Dean for the opening remarks. So there are some notes before we begin our discussions. Just a couple notes for all of us. This lecture will last approximately for an hour with time at the end for Q&A, or questions and answer sessions. And we will give Mr. Sahin 20 to 30 minutes to deliver the material. And then nanti akan ada sesi tanya jawab. Untuk teman-teman yang join online ataupun offline, silahkan disampaikan pertanyaannya di kolom chat. Bisa menggunakan bahasa Indonesia atau menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Jadi untuk tema diskusi atau kuliah tamu kita hari ini itu tentang transformasi tata kelola dan inovasi digital dalam pembangunan berkelanjutan di kawasan ASEAN. Jadi negara-negara anggota ASEAN itu memiliki agenda ASEAN Digital Master Plan 2025 namanya, atau kita sebut ADM 2025, yaitu rencana strategis yang disusun oleh negara-negara anggota ASEAN untuk mendorong transformasi digital di kawasan Asia Tenggara. Nah, tujuan dari program ini itu untuk menciptakan ekosistem digital yang inklusif, aman, dan berkelanjutan, serta memperkuat konektivitas digital dan integrasi ekonomi digital antar sesama anggota negara-negara anggota ASEAN. Jadi kurang lebih materinya yang akan disampaikan oleh Mr. Sahin itu yang barusan saya sampaikan. Nanti Mr. Sahin langsung akan berikan materinya, akan menampilkan slide juga. Jadi Ibu Bapak dan teman-teman mahasiswa tolong diperhatikan. Kalau ada pertanyaan sekali lagi bisa melalui kolom chat. Baik, langsung saja kita mulai. Now, without further ado, let me hand over the time to Mr. Sahin, who will get us through today's lecture. Do you already have the access to share the screen, Mr. Sahin? Okay. Okay, now we would like to give you the time to deliver your presentation, Mr. Sahin. The time is yours.
Assalamualaikum. So thank you so much. Could you please see sharing my presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm truly honored to be here with you. To discuss about the topic good governance, innovation, sustainability in the context of ASEAN region. So here is my presentations. I will discuss not so much deep, but a touch of key things, focusing governance, its transformation in present era, how digital innovation mobilizing these transformations, and how ASEAN region are doing with this transformation and good governance. So my outline is here, which is focusing 5 key things: governance transformation trends in the ASEAN region, digital innovation and its role in sustainable development, ASEAN Digital Master Plan 2025. We will focus on some case studies as best practices and the challenges and opportunities, and how students or coming leaders can shape our future governance. So let's start with this introduction. It focuses ASEAN region diversity. You are aware that ASEAN is a home of 650 million people. With this huge populated ASEAN communities, there is a lot of challenges we're facing at present, like climate change, inequality, digital disruption. So governance and innovation should be work together. We cannot go single way, excluding each other. So this presentation will explore how ASEAN countries are transforming governance and digital tools for achieving sustainable development goals. So this ASEAN region are working, you see the governance system earlier, it was top-down approach, administrative rather than collaborative. So now it is transforming from hierarchical governance system to collaborative system, networking, sharing challenges, understanding. So digital innovation is nowadays no more an options. It is must do things. So there is a lot of digital innovation we are focusing. Our present governments are performing with this, like AI, blockchain, cloud computing. So these all sort of things enhancing governance, its efficiency, its transparency, and public administration development. So at the end, if we talk about sustainable development focus, we have to have collaborate with digital governance and engaging our administrative management so that social and environmental and economic all development are in parallel. So if we look at ASEAN governance transformation, so it is very clear that it is shifting from administrative to networking or collaboratives. So regional cooperation communities, ASEAN, is not a single country. It is more than 10 plus now. So ASEAN political security, economic, social, and cultural communities foster this flexible and include regional cooperation. So we have to face or overcome our challenges with this digital era. So governments must adopt these innovative digital technologies. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir. You may continue.
Thank you. So regional cooperation communities, we said ASEAN is moving in parallel of development, focusing economic, social, and environmental. We cannot ignore anyone or minimizing or imbalance any components of this for our good governance and development. So in aspects of strategic economic integration, so we focus here initiative like Malaysia, their regional payment connectivity, promote economic integration and strategic autonomy. So I will explain more about case studies Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. I hope that will help the movement of governance and development of ASEANs. So if we look at the ASEAN aspects, digital innovation. So we focus here, digital is, as I said, no more an option. It is growing very rapidly. And I get to know from Pak Asba that he's working on blockchain programs. So it is no more just a program or just an educational topic. It is already implementing in the government systems for their good governance and development. So AI, blockchain, cloud computing is very much familiar to everyone now. And this how transforming the development. So in aspect of economic impact of AI, if we look at the contribution of projected contribution, 10 to 18% ASEAN GDP by 2030, who is emphasizing its economic significance. So we are aware that when 10 to 80% of GDP depends on digital innovations, so it impacts a lot on economic significance. So there is, as I said, some challenges and governance. Of course, there is always challenges. It is not challenges. There is always transformation is important. What we are implementing today, it may not fit or suitable for next after 20 years. So of course, we need to think, advance, and adapt with the development. So if we talk about some challenges, not only ASEAN countries, every country is facing challenges in their governance system, like fragmental laws, uneven infrastructure, that regional coordination and ethical guidance. So a lot of challenges is there, but it is immutable. It is possible, collaborate, cooperate, and improve. And we have to work on this. And of course, commitment to responsible innovation. This is a key thing beyond any transformation or innovations. Regional or even inside of single state countries, commitment is core things. So here I'm focusing the ASEAN DFA promote a secure, inclusive, and interoperable digital economy, fostering sustainable development. So we have to focus on ASEAN DFA. That helps how digital innovation fostering our development, our cooperations, our community well-beings. Let's look at ASEAN Digital Master Plan 2025. So ASEAN is already in advance in their digital master plan. They have master plan for ASEAN development, and that's called strategic digital transformation. That's the blueprint to establish ASEAN for its digital and economic development. What are the core pillars of these master plans? So it focuses infrastructure, services, that is regional boundaries, networking, interconnections, and overall the innovation and its regulatory harmony, because every country has its own security systems. But how or at what level we can be flexible to exchange our development, our knowledge, our innovative things through minimizing regulatory systems. That's how ASEAN can promote itself to the global era. So we have to be collaborative implementation of this master plan, because governments, its regulation, and different tools or administrative management are engaged with this to ensure inclusive digital transformation benefits. So you have to understand the inclusiveness of this development so that no one kept behind. You have to touch the rural, urban, men, women, disabled, vulnerable, every aspect 360-degree in this inclusiveness. And it is not only the one country, but ASEAN collaborative aspects. So ASEAN Development Master Plan, if we talk about sustainability and inclusiveness, it focuses green recovery and advanced education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. So let's see sustainable development goal and digital innovation, how it works, and digital innovation promotes sustainable development goals. So if you look up the digital technologies, artificial intelligence, big data, mobile platforms, all are connecting with our everyday lives, in our education, in our health system, in our economic and general service delivery. We are availing this, and ASEAN is promoting this. So smart agriculture and climate action, this is one of innovative tools and system applied for ensuring food and environmental aspects. So now we are very much familiar with this smart agricultural enhance and its disruptive technology tools to support and combat with climate actions, to monitor climate challenges, climate systems, and improve natural resource management. I just want to share something on this. I am doing PhD on natural resource management program. So my focusing is nature-based solution for green city development. So anyway, we are promoting green aspects. We are promoting sustainable development, but we cannot ignore innovation and these digital technological transformations. So every aspect you have to think about in integrating digital systems, adapt with modernization, technological development, in your service, in your governance system, in your economic and social developments. As I said about inclusiveness, so here equity and inclusiveness have some challenges if focusing, but digital innovation overcomes or helps overcoming these challenges because it helps to promote transparency. It estimated your actions, assess its quality, its efficiency, so that you can easily, within the click, get the data or measurements of equity, level of inclusiveness, and market failures through tailored strategies. That means your strategy is there, your management system is there, but digital tools helps you integrate this to get very quick response and data that helps you to analyze your development. In aspects of policy and stakeholder engagement, we cannot ignore anyone. Policy is always need to refine, need to reform. So coordination and investment in the digital skills drive inclusive sustainable development in ASEAN communities. So policy will be there. Every policy brings changes, need development, but the organ of the governance, stakeholders who are getting this benefit, who are providing the services, what those services, the methods of giving these services need to reform, need to integrate with the digital skills. If we talk about good people, you need to talk about good digital systems, because only people, only good understanding or knowledge is not enough. You need to transform it into the every aspect, and this transformation helps by digital tools. So let's see some best practices in ASEAN countries. Like what Singapore is doing, they are focusing on digital technologies for their public service, for their city development, and as a whole, it's called Smart Nation Initiative. For the Malaysian aspects, they are focusing AI governance. So even though there is technological governance development, you have to care for about the ethical values of AI. Otherwise, it will cause a lot of challenges. So AI guidance and promotes regional payments, connecting using standardized QR code. So they are working and promoting payment globally through this AI system and making a good connectivity with the regional context. And in aspects of Indonesia, if I talk about digital transformation, they are very much focusing AI application in education and public service to lead digital transformation. Yes, they are also doing other things, but these are the core things, and I hope they will do more better further. So in aspects of regional cooperation policy, ASEAN focus on harmonized regulation and tailored policies to overcome infrastructure and skill challenges. As I said, policies and its practices should have tailoring systems to adopt new things, to adopt the good practices in its infrastructure systems and through the skills development of the people who are providing this service and who are getting this service as well. So not only the governance system, but of the citizens, general people of the countries have to adapt with these transformations. So if we look at the challenges in governance and digital innovation, so we already know some regulatory fragmentation because governance is a huge body of different organs. So to connect them, bring them under an umbrella is not easy. It is very challenging because every department, every ministry have its own regulations. But how we can interconnect it, how we can support each other for a universal development. Like in Thailand, they call universal healthcare. And this is possible because of digital innovations, digital connectivity. And this digital connectivity helps connecting different organ of governments, its systems. So this digital innovation is the core thing is data governance because everything depends on data. If you are able to collect every data, every segments of the government's management, you can manage it properly. Otherwise, gap of data, gap of information will make more challenges. So digital innovations, digital technologies help this transferring the systems, developing different tools so that they can get current status or data of the governance, right? Recently, I took an interview with Department of Environmental Sustainability Thailand under the Ministry of Environment about my dissertations of PhD. So I focus on that. Do you have sufficient data or mechanism to collect data in their environmental aspects? So we found that they said they are working on this, yet not appropriate or yet not 100%, but they have good some sort of mechanism to connect each districts, each provinces to get the best primary data and harvest it for their betterment and mobilize their development. So in aspect of infrastructure and talent gaps, here we're talking about digital infrastructure and lack of skills, workforce. So you see that ASEAN is transforming itself under this digital era, but still there is digital infrastructure gap, development, and people's adopting these or skills on digital systems is lacking. So we need to be careful. We need to be active on this. Every students who are learning today, not only that learning the systems, learning the theoretical things, or learning the management or good governance, they are the leaders. So they have to know in advance what is going on other worlds, what is they are practicing, because whatever the developed country is doing now, tomorrow it will come to my house, it will come to my country. I have to be careful of this. Someone must be bringing it to our country, either your country people or foreign other country people. When they will bring it, you have to adapt with this, because with the time, with the technologies revolution, it is changing. If you will say that I don't need this one, you will be like behind. So grow and develop your skills with this infrastructure, digital infrastructure, and your skill sets, learning, doing, and practicing. That helps your future careers as well as national development. So we know there is a long cyber security crisis or public trust. This is very much challenging because cyber security is a threat, because technology is promoting so fast and advanced that there is also some loophole. And many are working on this to get your data to insecure your systems in your management, in your development. So you have to be strict and very dynamic in cyber security management. And of course, privacy concern is huge because every citizens are responsible of his privacy, because governance helps ensure privacy of peoples, of their its citizens in digital technology use and best practices. So you are aware that I think the Kuala Lumpur Declaration under the 46th ASEAN Summit in Malaysia. So they talk about governance transformation, and it declares that ASEAN commitment to governance transformation, focusing on digital innovation and institutional resilience. So this development is not only for today's, it is upcoming. What will do, what will be your country's position in 2035, 2050s. So regional cooperation and peace, they're focusing here, emphasizing the importance of peace and security in essential foundation for sustainable development. And economic integration, that promote economic integration among ASEAN member states and to boost inclusive growth and competitiveness, as I said earlier. So they also, ASEAN declaration also focus on strategic preparedness and implementation. The declaration marks a shift from the rhetoric actionable for a framework for measurable outcome and across sub-regions. So it is not only one way to go, but how other countries can promote their education, their technological development in through these strategic declarations. So what are the role of students being public admin students? So you have to develop core competencies. Students must gain skills in data literacy, policy analysis, ethical decision making for effective governance. But this skills, this data literacy is connected, must be connected with digital innovations. Engaging with contemporary issues, you have to be careful, open eyes, what is going on surrounding your environment. So focus on digital inclusion, cyber security, and regulatory harmonization to address modern governance challenges. You have to have knowledge and understanding the present government systems and what could be upcoming that will help you promote your development. So you need to be participate and collaborate. Every citizen should be in collaboration with governance systems so that they can work closely in aspects of national development through their research, through their job, through their service, through their innovative mindsets, through their ideology. So all under the projects, under the different segments of working scopes, so that real world public administration challenges can overcome. So we can build future ready governance through continuous learning and adaptability. So students help create resilient and transparent governance aligned with sustainable goals. So it's because students are the future leaders. So their development, their level of development, their level of knowledge, skill set shows the pathway of future's development in regional, national, or local context. So we believe that Ummah public administration education is very sound and have very strong and comprehensive curriculum to give this public policy knowledge, digital governance to meet or meet the challenges of global era to their students. We believe practical experiences students gain a lot through their activities, through their actions, in class, outside class, and through their internships and other options that helps gain their real world experience and skill sets. So we believe commitment to innovation, UMMA fosters innovation and inclusiveness aligned with ASEAN vision for digital empowerment and sustainable development. In aspects of leadership development, the program, we believe, UMMA shares future public sector leaders capable of driving governance transformation and digital innovation in Indonesia. So that's all from my side. And thank you so much for your patience. And we believe governance transformation and digital innovation are key to sustainable development in ASEAN context. Please allow me to get your questions and response if you have any.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for the incredible presentations. And because not all of us here are fluent in English, so please give me a minute to deliver to both online to deliver in Bahasa Indonesia, if it's okay for you. Bentar, Sahid sudah selesai. 13
sorry to interrupt. I would like to say, students, as I said, you are the future leaders. Your status, not only students, sit class, listen, learn from the teachers or professors, and think that I completed my graduations. This is not your role. You are the future leaders. You are the thinker. You are the developer. You are the administrative model in future. So you have to promote yourselves, different ways, different thoughts, different sharing ways. So please let us know. Let's work together so that we can grow our development in aspects of ASEAN collaborative way.
Okay, sir, we noted very well, but before we continue to the questions and answer sessions, please give me a minute to deliver to all the audience, both online and offline, in Indonesian language, because not all of us here are very fluent in English. So maybe 1 or 2 minutes to summarize your presentations to the audience, if it's okay for you. Oke, jadi materinya sudah selesai disampaikan. Tadi sedikit ada revisi, katanya bukan hanya dari, tadi kan di slide terakhir, role atau peran dari kampus memberikan pemahaman tentang digital, tata kelola digital itu, yang lebih berperan itu kata Mr. Smith itu adalah studentnya, atau kita semua sebagai mahasiswa begitu, penjelasan dari beliau. Kemudian materi-materi yang sudah beliau sampaikan itu sama seperti yang sudah saya sampaikan di awal tadi, fokusnya beliau itu menjelaskan tentang ASEAN 2025. Jadi agenda dan itu atau rencana dorong transformasi digital di kawasan Asia Tenggara. Sudah menerapkan transformasi digital itu tadi disebutkan ada Singapura, ada Malaysia, ada Indonesia juga, Singapura dengan Smart Nation City atau kota cerdas, itu bahasa sederhananya. Terus di Indonesia, di Malaysia, Indonesia juga sudah menggunakan teknologi untuk pembayaran, untuk kegiatan-kegiatan lain, untuk di apa namanya pelayanan adalah bertransformasi kawasan ASEAN. Tapi dari penerapan itu ada tantangan-tantangan yang dihadapi untuk implementasinya. Tantangan yang pertama, negara-negara anggota ASEAN itu kan berbeda background-nya, otomatis aturan-aturannya pun berbeda. Jadi untuk kerjasama negara satu dengan negara yang lain itu kadang tidak berjalan sesuai rencana karena aturannya itu berbeda. Terus masing-masing pemerintahan di negara anggota ASEAN itu juga punya privacy policy atau aturan privasi yang berbeda juga. Jadi Indonesia dengan aturan yang berbeda, Singapura dengan aturan yang lebih ketat mungkin, jadi itu sulit untuk nyambung untuk di beberapa sektor. Terus infrastruktur digital yang belum mumpuni untuk beberapa negara ASEAN, makanya transformasi digital itu tidak bisa sepenuhnya diimplementasikan. Kemudian skill human skill pekerja kita yang belum sampai kepada belum advance gitu, atau belum terlalu maju, belum terlalu baik kata mungkin, sehingga tantangan-tantangan itu yang perlu dicarikan solusinya oleh negara-negara anggota ASEAN itu melalui ASEAN Digital Master Plan. Jadi intinya adalah penggunaan teknologi digital. Kalau tadi Mr. Said itu dengan penggunaan teknologi akan GDP katanya tadi sampai 18% di negara-negara anggota ASEAN itu. Intinya adalah kolaborasi aja negara-negara anggota ASEAN itu untuk bekerja sama pada pelayanan publik elektronik dengan tantangan itu dari kan oleh Mr. Sahid. Kemudian ada, saya serahkan lagi kepada audiens, baik itu online ataupun offline. Ada yang ingin bertanya ke Mr. Sahid? Untuk sesi. So, Mr. Sahin, we already have lots of questions here, but the first questions are coming from our Dean. Yeah, Mr. Dean.
Mr. Sahid, thank you for your very knowledge. I have one question for you about digital ASEAN implementation of digital ASEAN, especially about the digital collaboration. So my question is, what are the key challenges facing Asian country in implementing digital transformation in the government sector? Thank you, Mr. Tahir.
Okay. Can you hear me, Mr. Sahid?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. I would like to say, Dr. Ivan, right?
Yes.
Okay, if I'm not wrong. Thank you so much for your nice question. Actually, the challenge is if we talk about this digital innovation or digital system in this era, it is ethical mostly. As we said, every country has its own security systems. Every country has its own blueprint of development. So how much we are accessible in collaborative development. We are very much aware that ASEAN is a collaborative associations, but every country has its own milestone. Every country has its own goal of development. So keeping this goal as a strategic blueprint of national development, how much we can collaborate to other countries in this region or ASEAN context so that regional development bring and connected with our national development, and how these digital transformations helps in these collaborations. How this digital innovation, because digital innovation, as I said, it is not only bringing good, there is challenges also. There is security risk also. So we should be collaborative in such ethical and relatively parallel development aspect that not hamper our own country or national developments. I hope this get your points.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Sahin, for the answer. And then we also have more questions here in our campus, both online and also offline. But for the first one, I would like to give the audience offline here to ask the questions to Mr. Sahin. You can deliver, bisa disampaikan dengan menggunakan bahasa Inggris atau menggunakan bahasa Indonesia. Ada yang mau bertanya di sini? Oke, ini ada saya oke, satu orang dulu. We're going to the second questions from offline audience, and then go to next question from the online audience. So for the first one is her name is Rosa, one of our student from business administration, Mr. Sahin. Please.
Hello, Mister. My name is Rosa Sapitri. I'm from the Business Administration Study Program. I want to ask a question. Which digital innovation has the most significant effects in driving sustainable development in ASEAN? Symbol that is very relevant to implement. Thanks, Mister.
Okay, thank you so much, Rosa, for the question. So the questions, Mr. Sahin, I would like to repeat it to you. The questions from Rosa is, which digital innovations has the most significant impact in driving sustainable development in Asians? And then can you please give one example that is highly relevant to implement in Indonesia itself? You're still mute. Okay, done.
Okay, thank you so much. I think thank you, Rosa, for nice questions. But I think it is to reply or respond this question, it is very broad aspects, because if you cannot specify one technology or one innovation for a sustainable development goals, because it should be integrated. Technology is not only one tools. Even technology, there is, as I said earlier in my presentation, artificial intelligence, blockchain, so, cloud computing. So lot of segments of technological developments. You have to integrate this all sort of wing to focus your goal, to focus your sustainability development aspects. If we talk about education, that will focus a significance of AI, because AI literacy you cannot ignore anymore, and it is more than a Google Terms, more than a source of information. It is more than nowadays a source of Google Drive or information management systems. So you have to adapt the information management system through your every aspects of development, and that's how leads to the sustainable development aspects. So it should be integrated. It is not only one tool that AI will help you only. No. Only blockchain will help you. No. Only cloud computing will help you. No. Should be integrated, as I think. But yes, you have to know that your potentiality, your country context, the scopes, your country context, the resources you have, your country context, the people capacity, and emphasize the technological move on this. And through how you will lead your sustainable development goal. Hope it meets your questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sahin, for the answer. Jadi pertanyaan dari Rosa itu tadi, inovasi digital yang paling kan tanya untuk diterapkan di ASEAN dan contoh nyatanya seperti apa? Kalau menurut jawaban dari Mr. Sahin itu jawabannya sebenarnya tidak terlalu sangat luas sekali. Tadi sudah dijelasin di bagian introduction-nya itu adalah kolaborasi antara pemerintah dan juga citizen atau warga negara, karena pemerintah sendiri tidak akan bisa menjalankan program apapun baik itu digital ataupun digital kalau misalkan warga negaranya tidak mensupport. Ya, kayak misalnya Indonesia sudah banyak sekali UMKM yang ada di Indonesia, atasnya pembayaran UMKM itu bisa menggunakan kris sekarang kan. Jadi kalau misalkan mau merata semua ke UMKM, ya UMKM juga harus bekerja sama dengan menerima tawaran misalnya menggunakan pembayaran menggunakan kris itu. Begitu katanya. Intinya adalah kolaborasi antara pemerintah dan juga masyarakat. Pemerintah aja yang jalan nggak bisa, masyarakat yang jalan tanpa regulasi yang jelas dari pemerintah juga nggak bisa. Oke, the next questions. Line out the question. So the first question. You hear me?
Excuse me, sorry, I did not get you.
Well, we're going to the next questions. The third question already in the chat room, on the Zoom, from Nabila Al-Asadi.
The wording is breakdown, not clear to listen. I think due to the internet or something.
Excuse me, sir. Can you please repeat it? Okay. So for the next questions from our offline audience, ada yang mau bertanya lagi? Ya. Silakan maju nama dan pertanyaannya, Prodi.
Bos besar.
Baik, selamat pagi. Perkenalkan, nama saya Liantiani Paramita. Saya dari Prodi Perpustakaan. Langsung saja di sini saya akan bertanya. Tidak semua negara ASEAN memiliki infrastruktur dan sumber daya manusia yang sama dalam bidang digital. Menurut Bapak, apa tantangan terbesar bagi negara tersebut dalam melaksanakan transportasi digital dan bagaimana cara mengatasinya? Mungkin cuma itu, sekian, terima kasih.
Okay, sir. So the questions from Mita, one of our students from the Library Science, she asked about not all of the ASEAN countries have a proper digital infrastructure, especially in the transportation sector. So what do you think about the main or the key challenges in transportation sector to implement in Indonesia, referring to the digital transformation?
May I request for another time, please, to ask the questions? Share the question, please.
The questions. Okay, the questions is not all of the ASEAN countries have a proper digital infrastructure, especially in the transformation sector. So how can Indonesia collaborate with other ASEAN countries to improve our transformation sector in Indonesia itself?
So if I not wrong to hear clearly that you're talking about ASEAN context, Indonesian digital transformation. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Can you please repeat it? because we have some
But-
technical problem. We cannot hear
Yes,
you
so,
very
so this question focusing
Sorry.
Indonesian
Mhm.
transformation.
and we will start our guest lecture in a minute. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Yes, Assalamualaikum, good morning.
Asia use the digital transformation in transportation sector so that we can maybe the quality of our transportation sector can stay with other sectors.
Sorry, I did not get you. I could not hear you clearly. Would you please take your microphone so close to you?
Bisa kirim. Okay, sir, maybe we can continue to the other questions in the chat box. You can,
Sure.
yes, yes. Yes, the questions is already on the chat box from Nabila Al-Asadi, sir, and then from B. The question is, what roles do the Indonesian government and private sector play in the collaborative
Okay.
implementation?
Okay. Let me respond of the questions from Nabila Al-Asadi, right?
Yes, sir.
She's talking about what roles do the Indonesian government and private sector play in the collaborative implementation of ASEAN Development Master Plan 2025. So thank you so much. This is nice questions and focusing future. So ASEAN Development Master Plan, we know very well it is a blueprint of next 10 years what ASEAN will do. And with this context, every country has its own goal. And with this goal, as your questions, what roles do the Indonesian government and private sector play in the collaborative implementation? So with this goal, every country have its own goal to connect with the ASEAN Development Master Plan. With this goal, to fulfill this goal, government have its playing role. Private sector has scope to contribute. So what roles if you talk about? So role could be different aspects. Role in aspects of collaborative development, role in aspects of digital transformation development, role in aspects of good governance and economical, social, environmental development. So there is lots of scopes to play the roles. You cannot say only one role, but to focus the blueprint goal of Indonesian governments as committed in the ASEAN Development Forum Summit. So they have to play this role as much possible to gain this goal, to reach their target. So playing role is keep on eyes the happening in this ASEAN region and what we are contributing, what we are doing, is it match or matching with the goal we targeted? I hope it helps in your question understanding. Thank you.
Thank you
And I
so
get-
much, sir, for the answer. Yes, sir.
Yes, I get another questions maybe. I could not pronounce the name
Yes,
DWI. It is called D or what? Yole D Mulayana, right? So what key
Yes,
elements
yes, sir.
enable students to help create resilient and transparent governance aligned with sustainable goals? Thank you so much. I would appreciate these questions. Let me say like this way. Since you are identifying yourself as a students, to what are the elements enable students, and you are focusing resilient and transparent governance for sustainable development goals. So very clear and gentle reply to that. Students should be future focusing. Students should be in mindset of innovative idea. Students should be adopting new technologies. Students should have hunger. What is upcoming? Students should be grow his or her skill sets, not only by academic, but doing in hands-on activities, practice, and growing experience before going to the job market, so that your skill set help you contribute in your government systems, and that will contribute lead to the sustainable development goals. Students may not only help to our sustainable goal, but his contribution or her contribution with connecting others will help broadly these sustainable development goals. And your initiatives, your thought, your ideology will lead government to promote themselves. Government also, the state also need to know what is changing, what is new generations or up generations is demanding, what is focusing they are. If government are unable to understand, that will make collapse. So it should be like a balancing, and government also should have advanced initiatives so that their citizens get better educations, better facilities of transformations, better facility of digital disruptions. That's how that will promote future citizens, that will promote students as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for the answer for the question from Nabila and also Dwi. Maybe if there is no more questions, we can conclude everything here. Do we still have a time, sir? Or maybe we can summarize everything and then end up the discussions.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay. One more question. One more questions, or we conclude everything and then end up the discussion, sir? Maybe one more questions to conclude everything. One more questions from Dwi Sally Anggraini on the chat box. How do cultural and political difference among ASEAN countries affect the progress of digital transformation? Sir, for the last question.
Yes, again, please.
Yes. How
please-
do cultural and political difference among ASEAN countries affect the progress of digital transformations? The question is already on the chat box.
Okay, thank you so much. This is very much challenging questions to reply, because every nation has own culture. Every nationality has its own development policy based on culture, based on practices. So we need to respect each cultures and each practices. With this, respecting cultures, practices, we need to be innovative in our development, in our transformations of development. We cannot ignore that. No, we need to go with this technological development, excluding or denying our cultures. No, we should have respect to our cultural values, our norms, our ethics, but we should to collaborate or cooperate with the development aspects in the ASEAN context, as well as the global context. So I do not say it is a barriers or it is a challenges, but if we think carefully and go with this, that will help our development. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for all the answer for the questions. Give me a minute to conclude everything, to summarize everything with in bahasa Indonesia. Jadi tadi ada 3 pertanyaan terakhir dari teman-teman kita di online, bagaimana peran Indonesia katanya tadi, terus bagaimana peran kita sebagai student untuk ikut andil dalam ASEAN Digital Master Plan ini. Jadi jawaban dari Mr. Sahin tadi, peran dari masing-masing negara anggota ASEAN itu berbeda-beda katanya. Dikembalikan lagi kepada bagaimana kebijakan yang diambil oleh masing-masing negara anggota itu. Kemudian peran student seperti apa, peran mahasiswa seperti apa. Kalau menurut Mr. Sahir, sesimpel selesaikan studi atau selama studi itu kita bisa turut serta mengawasi kebijakan-kebijakan pemerintah karena blueprintnya atau kebijakan-kebijakan itu sudah bisa kita akses secara bebas, sudah bisa diakses secara publik. Jadi kebijakan-kebijakan itu nanti yang bisa kita awasi. Kalau misalkan ada yang kurang atau tidak sesuai dengan daerah, dengan provinsi atau dengan kondisi dari negara kita, bisa kita kritisi kebijakannya, kritisinya seperti apa, misalkan melalui pemanfaatan sosial media kita, menghasilkan konten-konten yang positif, itu kata Sahir tadi. Jadi intinya perannya sederhana, selesaikan studi, kalau kata Mr. Sahir tadi, selesaikan studinya, kemudian ikut andil dalam mendukung program pemerintah supaya program pemerintah jalan, ADM itu juga jalan. Jadi kesimpulannya itu saja. Thank you so much, Mr. Sahin, for joining and also participating with us and answering all of the questions. We actually have lots of questions here, both online and also offline on the chat box, but because we have a limited time, so we cannot continue all of the questions. If you guys have another questions for Mr. Sahin, we already have the contact from Mr. Sahin itself. Nanti bisa langsung, kalau misalkan masih ada pertanyaan, kontak Mr. Sahin sudah ada di kami. Kalau misalkan ada teman-teman yang meminta kontaknya online ataupun offline, bisa langsung ditanyakan ke Kaprodi masing-masing. Kontaknya sudah ada di Kaprodi. Baik, terima kasih. Itu saja dari kami. Kami tutup. Thank you so much, Mr. Sahin. Once again, we are truly grateful that you can join with us today by online. Hopefully, in the future, we can come directly to our campus to do the meeting in the future. I hope so. We hope so. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. That's all today. Thank you for joining and also participating. I'm really sorry for all the mistakes, both from me and from the technical issue. We close it with pembacaan doa kafaratul majlis.
So thank you so much, you two also, respected faculties there, including Dr. Yuvan and all other colleagues there, and especially Brother Asba for inviting me to this event, and grateful to the Ummat University and all students, respected students, friends who are there. Have been passionate to listen and to learn. So hope there will be scope further. And thank you for your all sort of questions and response. Feel free to contact if you need any further queries to me. Thank you so much.
Terima kasih Bapak Ibu dan teman-teman mahasiswa yang sudah hadir secara online dan offline. Acaranya akan sudah resmi kita tutup. Tadi ada closing statement juga dari Mr. Sahin. Terima kasih atas undangannya juga. Semoga harapannya beliau bisa mengisi kegiatan offline nanti di kampus secara langsung. Begitu. Terima kasih sekali lagi kami ucapkan. Saya tutup. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.